KHOU 11 starts right now with a weather impact alert.
And now at 8 o'clock, we continue to keep an eye on a huge winter storm stretching across most of the country into most of Texas. All the rain we've seen fall today expected to freeze over on the roads sometime overnight. Thank you for being with us on KHOU 11 Plus Chilly Saturday as we bring you this extended coverage for this winter storm. Hello, I'm Len Cannon.
Chilly is an understatement, especially come this time tomorrow. Good evening to you. I'm Mia Grady. We do have team coverage for you tonight with reporters spread out across the greater Houston area.
But first, Pat Cavlin and David Paul keeping a close eye on that freeze line. David, what's the latest?
Just to the north and west of Houston is where temperatures are dropping down to freezing. Right now, all of southeast Texas officially is above freezing, but it won't last too much longer. Current temperature, Hobby 38, Bush 38, Sugar Land at 40, and really these temperatures haven't moved much, not much more than a degree in the last 5 hours. Now, Brenham's down near freezing at 33. You've dropped several degrees in the past couple of hours. Huntsville's at near freezing at 33, and you've got some light rain coming down on the northwest side. Look at Texas. Just a winter mess as the storm wraps up. That's the storm in the center of it, just getting near and south of El Paso. So we've got many, many hours for it to get across before all this is done. Houston, it's green on the radar. That means it's liquid. Houston's at 38, Ellington Field 39, Galveston 44. It'll be Huntsville, College Station, Brenham, the northwest edges of the area that get our freezing precipitation first. Now, Huntsville showing 33, just above freezing, but you're getting rain. Bryan, College Station showing 33. College Station itself, our instrument there, has one above freezing at 33. Navasota 34. Brenham, one above freezing at 33. Brenham, it would not surprise me if this light freezing rain that's about to come into Giddings and LaGrange, by the time it got to you guys in Washington County, you were actually down at the freezing mark near 32. Future track between now and midnight tonight, that ice expands, temperature drop to and below freezing. We go into 3 a.m. and I think this is when we may see even some thunderstorms while temperatures are near or below freezing. If that happens, and where that happens, we would see significant icing in many spots, anywhere from Hobby to Bush to Tomball, downtown Conroe to Huntsville. We go into 5 a.m., the east side getting rain and thunder with temps near freezing. And so, Pat Cavlin, that's where we stand on what's going to be a really dicey next 8 hours or so.
Yeah, and I think the precip's going to come down really heavy tonight. So I just want to back it up a little bit here to midnight. And this is when I think the worst of it will be across the area. Notice, though, it's a split. We've got green across the city, down to the south and east. And then we've got that pink indicating still rain, but freezing rain, which means you look outside and you see rain coming down outside your window, but it's freezing the second it hits the ground. I will urge a little bit of caution here. This, I think, model is running about a degree or two warmer than what's actually happening outside right now. And so there's a chance that the city could be flirting with the lower 30s by midnight. The longer we have temperatures below freezing, the more ice will be allowed to accumulate across the area. But I think it's a period of heavy icing here, especially around 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Look at the areas where the temperatures are in the 20s. It's going to be raining in these spots. But that rain will be freezing the second it hits the ground. So you're talking about added weight to power lines, to tree branches, ice-covered roadways. So this is going to be a mess for us overnight into tomorrow morning. That moves to the city. We see some heavy icing to the east of town early Sunday morning, and then I think by 7 a.m. it shuts off and we'll actually break for some sunshine tomorrow. I think northern areas stay below freezing, Brenham, College Station, Huntsville, Livingston, but I do think the city will make it into the mid and upper 30s for tomorrow. So the worst arrives tonight. We could see significant icing northward. We're talking about over 3/10 of an inch of ice. And then once the storm is over, it's dangerous cold getting into Sunday night. Watch the temperatures here. So again, by tomorrow morning, 20s widespread across the area, even some lower 20s to the north. I think by the afternoon, though, we make it to the mid, maybe even upper 30s in a few spots, but northern spots stay below freezing. Check this out, though. By Monday morning, actual air temperatures in the teens to around 20. It feels more like the single digits to around 10 degrees. And for that reason, guys, weather impact alert continues into Monday morning for that deep freeze. That could be a pipe bursting freeze for some of us before temperatures turn warmer midweek. More details on this coming up in just a bit, guys. Len and Mia, send it over to you again.
You had our attention with potential for pipe bursting. Pat Cavlin, thank you.
Please no.
I know. Let's continue our team coverage now. Our reporters, they are positioned in the city and to the north and northwest tonight.
We start with Matt Doherty. He's in Huntsville in the weather tracker. Last time we talked, Matt, it was about 34 degrees there. Has it changed much, and what are you seeing?
Well, the weather tracker is telling us now that it's 32 degrees. It's pretty quiet out here in Huntsville, especially considering that it's a Saturday night in a college town. And we're driving through the town right now, and I'm going to let you take a look at some of the roadways. Last hour we showed you what it looked like on the freeways. Residents here are staying home and they're staying off the roads. It's the same on I-45. We saw very few vehicles on the freeway this evening. And although it's not raining right now, those roads, as you can see, are still very wet, saturated from those storms that we saw here earlier in the day. Now, right now, we are keeping a close eye on that temperature, Lynn. Our weather tracker again showing 32 degrees. I think David said it was 33 degrees here from his reading. So we're still flirting with that freezing mark. We haven't gone below it yet. If it drops more and we start seeing some more rain or possibly some sleet, that could mean power outages for neighbors here in Walker County. Now, you may have wondered what's going to happen to the prison. What happens with the prison if the power does go out? I asked TDCJ that question earlier today. They say they've got lots of backup generators. They've got some maintenance crews who are hanging out on some of the units. So should anything go wrong, they say they've got that covered. Lynn and Mia.
All right, stay warm, stay safe up there, especially all of my Bearcats at Sam Houston State University. You literally drove past my old dorm there, Jackson Shaver Hall.
Mia was naming every block you were going by there, Matt. Thank you. Hey, let's check in now with Orko Manna, talking to folks in Conroe right now. Orko?
Well, Len, it's been raining on and off all day today, and right now it's kind of a light drizzle, a light mist right now, but that is causing slick conditions out on the roadways. Right now we're standing right in front of I-45, and the good news is that there hasn't been a whole lot of activity out here, not too many drivers on the road, and that's exactly what officials want to see. That's because of the potential for hazardous driving conditions overnight. All the water that's accumulated on the ground from the rain today will likely ice over if the temperature drops to 32 degrees or lower. Right now we're sitting in the mid-30s. Montgomery County Judge Mark KHOU posting on Facebook about 30 minutes ago saying that the freezing line is nearing the northern part of the county, warning of deteriorating conditions tonight and into tomorrow. And it's not just the roadways, the freeze can impact plants as well. Of course, one of the 4 Ps. We've seen some tarps out here covering up plants in an effort to protect them from the bitter cold. Now, the big message from officials is to head home if you are not home already. You want to make sure that you're hunkered somewhere safe right now heading into the overnight hours when, again, those freezing conditions are expected to hit. You don't want to be out on the roadways when that happens. So again, officials really stressing that to everyone tonight. And as I mentioned, we're not seeing a whole lot of people out right now, and that is good news. Reporting live tonight from Conroe, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
Yes, glad everyone is at home for the most part and heeding the warning.
Yes, they are.
Orko Manna, thank you.
Everybody's at home.
Let's get to Maria Aguilera now. She's standing by in Cypress, where folks have been stopping at Buc-ee's.
Not even the cold can keep the faithful away. What's the flow of folks there, Maria?
Yeah, well, listen, it would keep me away if it could, because right now we are really starting to feel the drop in temperatures, especially when the wind hits. That's when you really feel it. But yeah, it's been busy here at the Buc-ee's in Cypress. People have been stopping by, fueling up, and also getting some snacks. I'm told some last minute things as they prepare to stay at home for a few days if needed. Now, the people that we've been talking to are just trying to get everything done right now before conditions worsen. And we did see that workers here spread salt on the sidewalks to prevent it from freezing so customers can get around. And they also have run out of firewood here. So it seems as if people are heeding the warnings. Now, I did speak with some who are ready to stay home for a couple of days if needed, and one local activist who's getting his home taken care of because he's going to be out helping some of the people in our community who need it most.
Yeah, we feed the homeless on Commerce every Sunday. So we'll have like hot coffee for them, hot meals, anything hot that we can give them. And if we have any surplus of, clothing, blankets.
We did see lots of traffic here because we're right next to 290 earlier. Now it is starting to slow down. Of course, we are starting to see it as it gets colder. The rain has left some slick spots, and that is what drivers need to watch out for the most, because as it gets into the freezing temperatures, that becomes ice, even black ice, causing some dangerous conditions. So of course, we're still drizzling out here, and the temperature is just going to keep on dropping tonight. We'll stay right here and continue to talk to people, and we'll let you hear from some of them and how they're preparing to stay home tonight at 10. But for now, live in Cypress, I'm Maria Aguilera. Back to you.
Yeah, interesting to hear. People are still showing up looking for snacks and whatnot at a Buc-ee's. Of course they are. Maria, thank you. Also, several warming centers as a precaution open across the area.
Aniela Ruiz is live at the Fondy Rec Center that's near downtown Houston, where the mayor visited today. Aniela.
Well, that's right. The center was actually supposed to open at 5 p.m. today, but when the mayor arrived shortly after 4, saw that there was a line of about 50 people, he said, let's open the shelter now. Take a look. The mayor went inside and visited with a lot of the organizers here, thanking them obviously for opening the shelter early enough to get the people out of the elements. Now, the people who are here at the shelter, a lot of them have been picked up by HPD officers, and others just came on their own. But this will be a spot where people can come and get a warm meal. They can spend the night here. And also, people I've spoken with tell me they're grateful they finally have a place to go for these cold nights.
The police gave me a ride here. The police officer outside, they gave me a ride. They rescued me. The police rescued me. Got me and my dog in a safe place for these 4 days.
And just like you heard, Carlos, they are also taking in pets at many of these shelters. This helps people like him who says they only have their pets have a safe place for the night. Now, HPD officers will be here all day and night, obviously, at the shelter, making sure that everything stays calm. We also did speak with the police chief. He was out here. He tells us his crews that are out patrolling, they have socks, they have hand warmers, they have blankets ready to hand out for people who do not want to come to the shelter. But again, the shelter will be open here all night and for the next few days, hopefully keeping people safe. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Taking care of Houstonians vulnerable to the cold. Aniela Ruiz, thank you. Centerpoint says they've done just about everything they can do to prepare for the winter storm. Tomorrow, they'll be focused on responding to any reported outages.
The way we identify how we go respond to these outages, our critical care facilities are number one. So our hospitals in the area, that's our huge priority. And from there, we'll prioritize outages with the largest number of customers to the smallest number of customers. You know, the one thing I want to share with our customers is we understand how important electricity is to our customers' everyday lives. Any outage is more than they want or we need. And so the one thing we're committed to, if you do experience an outage, we are going to be working day and night to get every single customer back on.
Knowing that we have 3,300 workers assembled here, we've brought in these extra crews. We fully anticipate to be able to restore customers across our system within 12 hours or less. So that will be our goal tomorrow. That's based on weather forecast. Things come in stronger. We will obviously, that will impact things. We're expecting more impacts in the north of the territory, north of the city. As you get closer to the coast, it'll obviously be warmer, and so we anticipate less impacts. But we have these crews pre-positioned across the city to be able to do this type of work, and we're committed to making it right for our customers.
So there you have it. They are promising that if you do lose power, that they'll get to you 12 hours or less. Hopefully it won't come to that. Well, during our 6:30 streaming show, we talked with KHOU 11 energy expert Ed Hers as he explains how winter weather can affect what we pay for energy. Just want to clarify something. So you said earlier, so forget about losing power. Let's say all is well. Yeah. But because of the stress on the system, because of the cold, eventually you think we'll end up paying more for this, just like we did after 2021.
Oh, absolutely. We can see the pricing in the wholesale market. And so we're thinking about two different things. One is ERCOT, which manages the generators and the distribution of electricity across Texas. And ERCOT sends electricity to CenterPoint. CenterPoint gets it to our homes. CenterPoint is really just the the local carrier, the
conduit,
the DoorDash, if you will, for the electricity to your meter. And ERCOT manages the generators. NRG, Vistra, Calpine, Constellation calls them on, and right now they're making a huge amount of money.
Okay, doing what they're supposed to do.
That's what we pay them to do.
I got you. You can find our entire interview with Ed Hers on KHOU 11 Plus that aired at 6:30 today.